Okay, we're here to talk about the live bottom asphalt trailer, capable of hauling 50 tons payload of asphalt or ag material. We're going to talk about what happens when you get a partial load. 20 tons or less, fine to move the load. Any more than that, not recommended. We'll go back here. If it happens, you have a partial load, you get to the end of the pass, they need you to go around the block. Belt reversal valve. You go in your truck, first you put this in neutral. Go in your truck, turn on your power takeoff system, come to the back of the trailer, this valve. In no circumstances, jerk on this lever. Design, feather it. You'll hear it start to move. If you start hearing noises that you ain't heard before, clunking, rattling, stop what you're doing. That means that too much weight. You want to ease it, if it eases, move the load back, transfer the load back towards the front. You don't have to go all the way to the front. Most of the time you'll hear your air suspension. It'll give you a sign that it's moved up far enough. The trailer will raise up and then it'll level out. That's plenty. Put your thing back in neutral, back in, shut your stuff off, come back, put the valve back in its proper position. Okay, we'll move on to our lift axles. This particular unit, 5 down, 2 lifts in the front, 1 in the back. You have other units, more newer models, have 3 lifts in the front, which they won't be quite as partial to the moving it forward. You'll have more time to before you'll have to move the load forward with the 3 up. If you say you have a partial load, it's a little more than 25 ton or so, and you got to take it around the block or back to the plant, it'd probably be best to put your back axle down, which you can do manually. The manual switch in this box right here, that you can put your back lift axle down. It will transfer the weight. And you can drive like that. If you're going around the block or going back to the plant, but the minute you get where you're going, run out of pressure there, but it will lift the axle back up. Door operation. It's pretty much required. Have 2 switches in the cab, runs your locks and your door opening. Pretty self-explanatory. Switches open the door, open the locks, distribute in the trailer. But for some reason, you have to manually, like after you reverse your load, you want to see how far it went forward. And you're back here at the back, you can switch your valves here to open your door, open your locks. You can go up and look, see how far your load. Because you don't want to take it too far forward. You don't want it going up against the front. When you're hauling 50 ton, you need the proper lift axle pressure, which same thing located in this box and the one up front. 2 different boxes operate front and back. There's a chart in here. You carry 13,000 pounds per axle. What you want is 52 pounds. Set your gauge at 52 pounds. Asphalt stuck in the front nose of your trailer. Something that you probably should keep an eye on every day. Your last load, make sure there's no buildup. Easier to clean out when the load is trailer's still warm, asphalt's still warm, scrapes right out. But you will have buildup. It's just nature of the beast. You got 2 angles, it's there. On your bars, you have buildup. It's best daily, at least weekly, clean your bars, clean the front of your trailer. Keep an eye on it. Something you should always do. Chain oiling. Got automatic oilers. Turned on by a valve in the front cubby. We'll go up there in just a minute. If you haul a lot of dirt, ag, probably something you should do a couple times a week. You'll notice it. Keep it oiled. Everything works good. You don't want your rollers freezing up, chain all stiff. We'll go up here to the front where the cubby hole is. It's where your automatic oiler is. You turn it on and off. Pretty simple. Walk up, lever right here, pull it up. Rotate the chain 6 or 7 times. Just rotate it. You'll see, you go on your inspection cover, you'll see the oil there dripping onto the chain. Other maintenance items, mandatory. Grease your front bearing shaft. Same thing. Why the chain's rotating. Also chain tension. Chain tensioners. Mandatory. 450 pounds torque pressure. Something you check regularly. After trailer's certain year, you probably won't have to do it that often. Once a month maybe. But it's always good to have it checked. Also, anytime you reverse your belt, inside here, you'll get buildup. Anytime you reverse your belt, check it. It's easier to clean it then than it is wait till you get hard. Or any kind of buildup in there, and then you got problems. Then you got to air chisel it or do something you don't need to do. Always keep it clean. We'll go to tarp maintenance here. Tarp system, Shearco, pretty nice system when adjusted properly. If you start having tarp problems where your tarp is cocked one way or the other, it's probably a problem. It needs to be adjusted. There's adjustments back there, same thing. Get a hold of dispatch, have them either send out the proper people